What up? All right, here we go.
What's going on? Came in way too hot. Way too hot.
Tell me you're okay.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Just Another Failure Podcast with myself, Devin, and my buddy right over here, Matty Sill. How are you, buddy?
What up, dude? How's it going, man? What a crazy week, dude. Like month.
It's been kind of hectic, huh?
Like just last minute shows, but they've been good. We've had good guests. We've been having fun. And
Dude, recording has been sweet recently.
birthday month is finally over.
Oh my God, thank God, huh?
Right? I'm like on my last week in like family stuff, and then I'll be able to stay down for 2 weeks.
Oh,
and then
well,
like
that's cool
Thanksgiving.
because, there's this other huge family holiday coming up called Thanksgiving, I think, so.
And then Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And then let's just not hope you're just not one of those crazy people that's already putting up Christmas trees and Christmas decoration.
Okay,
One holiday at a time.
actually, shout out to Bam, because he said this.
Right?
If you are the person that already has your Christmas lights up, you are, in fact, an asshole.
Right?
And
Even though Bam was picking up a Christmas tree the other day.
Him and his wife.
I was cracking up. I was like, please tell me you brought a chainsaw to Walmart.
He is every single dude that has to do that, too, because he was just sitting there. He's just like, oh, my
I don't care.
God,
Pick one
just
out.
Pick it. I don't care. No, but I was driving home the other day, and I drove past somebody's house that is literally decked out already.
Yeah.
It's one of those new 3-story apartments.
Oh.
The whole thing's covered. Whole front entryway has a tree outside, stars, everything, all sorts of.
Dude,
you're an asshole.
One holiday at a time. Like we cannot.
We just passed Halloween.
We just like last week. We can't skip over Thanksgiving.
And how are you going to skip Thanksgiving?
That's one of the best holidays ever.
Dude,
It's literally my favorite holiday.
You get to be a fat ass and no one judges you.
No, it's fun, and you get to eat awesome food.
You get to eat everything.
Yeah, so if you haven't put your
without people being like, bro, are you okay? Like you ate a lot.
You ate a lot.
Like they're just like, hey, Thanksgiving, right on.
And you get to cook delicious meat, dude. Like we've been.
That's what I'm saying.
Why
are you skipping past this?
You know
Don't
what's
do it.
weird? Like I legit like turkey. Like
I love turkey.
I love it, and I deep fried it forever. But
when that tryptophan hits and you just start dozing off,
just get all fat and happy,
fat and sassy,
dude. But like, I mean, now I smoke my turkeys, but that's fun. Like I just like all the different ways you can do.
I've ever had a smoked turkey. That
Dude,
sounds kind of good.
Smoked turkey. So you got a smoker now. You guys should do one this year.
Have the
you can
smoker
fit
now,
a good one on there.
Yeah.
But we usually deep fry and smoke one.
But
But also, shout out to Bam and also Praetorian. If you guys hadn't watched their episodes, today's Veterans Day.
Yeah, shout out. Yep.
Thank you guys for your service. Yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday, so
thank you to everybody.
Thank you to everyone, and happy birthday to our Marines. Happy birthday to Bam. You know, you're a Marine, so it's awesome, man. Like I'm stoked that we've actually been able to have guests on the show who have served our country, who are trying to do good for the community, who are actually giving back to our veterans, who are really, I mean, that's a community that just gets so missed upon that we've heard from Matt and Bam, and the things they're doing is awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think a lot of people just look past, what people sacrifice to allow us to, for example, us to just be idiots and sit here and do a stupid podcast.
And hopefully not get censored.
And not get yelled at. There's people over there that have, sacrificed everything for us to be able to say whatever we want and put it on the internet for the world to see.
Literally,
thank you guys, because you guys are awesome.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. Hats off. Utmost respect to you guys. So, But I mean, it's awesome. So that's been fun. And I know we have more veterans that want to come on the show. That's cool. So we're just figuring out one, budget, two, time,
mostly budget,
and just getting some stuff going on. We have some new things coming up, but like one of the funny things is like we're learning about this podcast all the time and what we're capable of doing and where it's getting put out on. And I recently found out like you guys can actually support us if you guys want to. You guys could go on to Anchor.
Hey now.
Anchor.fm. And you guys can support us. There's subscriptions.
Come on, pull it together,
that
Matt.
you can pay monthly. And you get different stuff. There's as low as 99 cents and upwards, I think, $9.99 a month. But there's a couple different plans you guys could get to support us.
Hey, guys, all I'm saying is $1
$1 a month.
a month.
It helps us. It helps our podcast get out. It helps it get broadcast on more platforms, which, like, there's platforms I had no idea that podcasts even existed on.
Okay, so I have to talk about this as well because there are so many platforms that, one, I've never even heard of that apparently actually people listen to these. I thought it was literally just Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Google,
and possibly Google.
And then YouTube to watch us.
And then YouTube on top of that's like the visual part, obviously.
Right.
But everything else I have never heard of. And I love that when you hear an ad now, they have to say that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, go find us anywhere podcasts are found. So, like, you got to go search for some random one? Like, wonder if it's on this random thing.
Dude, like my buddy, like this past weekend at my nephew's birthday, we were out at the bike jumps. And he's talking to me, he's like, yeah, like, I dig the podcast. He's like, I listened to it on Castbox. I'm like, what's Castbox?
Yeah, like, what the hell is that?
Like, I don't even know what that is. But also, we're on Radio Public. We're on Pocket Cast. We're on Overcast. I see what they did there. Okay.
That's silly.
Yeah. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker. I have no idea what that is. And then,
I literally know the three that I said.
Yeah, and then Anchor, which
obviously Anchor because we use that as
distribution
platform. But on top of that, like I've never heard of those other ones.
No,
ever.
It's crazy. Like how many. The internet's great for certain things, and it's out there on so many different levels.
I mean, it's cool that we're being distributed out into those other areas, but I had no idea what those even are.
Yeah, no. So and like. There's even advanced settings. So do I even want to click on this? I don't want to. We'll look at that later.
Yeah, let's leave that alone.
But overall, we're stoked because we're seeing actually a trend in more people watching the show, more people following us, and great feedback. And so that's always exciting.
Definitely cool.
Yeah. But I think one thing we never really touched upon, this is going to be episode 20 maybe, somewhere in there. But we haven't really talked about where the name came from, why we have the name, or the direction we really want to go with the podcast.
That's true. That is kind of true. We haven't really talked about that, have we?
No, and so like I'll give like my side on it, and then you can take your side.
All right.
But
watch it just be two completely
which I think I hope will be awesome. Like I really hope will be awesome.
Two completely different things.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start.
All right. Let's hear your side.
So my side is basically the name.
You would think both of us would know each other's story.
You would think, right? We actually both just come up with shit and then put it in this show without even telling each other.
We really do.
Like, oh, okay, cool.
It's really funny. So let's hear your side about what the podcast started and what it means to you.
I guess my side would be how we started was, I mean, we've talked about doing it forever, and we kind of wanted. I mean, just the way we talk to each other, people have told us, like, oh, like, you guys need to do YouTube or podcasts or something. So we were like, hey, maybe that is a cool idea. And then the name kind of came about from us just being two normal guys that have, had normal jobs, done just everyday stuff that, normal famous people don't have to deal with. You know what I mean? So we're just, just another failure. Like we're just two failures that have gone through life, and we're trying to figure it out along the way. And so that's kind of where the name came from, which I thought it applies to us really well. But basically, what I think you guys have kind of like started seeing recently too through shows is we start talking about, people that, whether they have a small company, they have a big company, they, put out content on Instagram or YouTube or whatever they do. People go through failures in life. You kind of live and you learn and you figure out what works and what doesn't. And so that kind of ties into the name of being, just another failure. Like, what did you do that you failed at? But how did you come back from that and then, obviously turn around and succeed? Because that's been kind of what our goal with this is, to not be a failure. So it's like the name kind of ties into everything that way. Just basically being able to laugh at your failures and learn from them. And, it's just kind of just another failure that you learn from, and you hopefully turn that into a success out of that. And that's kind of, what the show's about, what we're trying to talk to people about. But just kind of have fun along the way, doing it in a funny way, because it's easy to laugh at yourself when you suck.
No, exactly. And I think like what Devin says.
Holy ramble, by the way. Sorry, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, he's getting into it there.
Good Lord.
But I think what he said, it's pretty similar. Like when we came up with the name, like I probably could list 100 names that I had on sleepless nights, on being on the road and writing different names down that I thought would be cool for companies and stuff like that. And like just another failure, the word failure always stuck out to me. And I think it was like, I've tried so many different avenues in life. And like, yeah, my main goal and my main passion, my main career for the past 16 years has been in aviation, whether it's flying, working at the airport, being in aviation in some way, form, or another. That's been my career. But I've always worked all these other jobs. I didn't really, I grew up in a family that we weren't like poor, but like we weren't, I guess we were like lower middle class, something like that.
From the bottom, lower, middle class, normal
My
people.
parents worked hard, and they've done everything along the way to help me get to where I'm at. And friends, family, everyone has helped me along the way. But like the amount of times that I failed just trying to figure something out and like just getting so down on myself and beating the crap out of myself, it's always been like there's days you want to quit. There's days you want to give up. There's days you just want to be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. My life's over. Like, so you got to take that failure side, and like luckily like friends like Devin and other people in my community, my family and stuff, like true friends are never going to let you fail. They're never going to let you back down from an opportunity. So like, I guess we could have called this show The Backside of the Iceberg or something like that, because I wanted to take this.
That just doesn't sound
it doesn't. It's not as fun. But like, I think just another failure hits so hard, it sounds so negative. But what I wanted to do was like, we're connected with so many different aspects of people, and like really show the backside of what people don't see, because everything on social media, everything out there is the success story. You never see what people put their time into and what actually happens in a person's life. And
nobody sees the Amazon sign that was spray painted on a piece of cardboard in 1994 or whatever. They just see Amazon what it is now.
Right.
And we get to like tell that backstory and see the the other side. But that's when like the funny stuff happens, though. That's like when during that time it doesn't seem so cool. But like once you get past that and you've lived and learned from it, then you're like, oh my God, like some of the stuff that we've done through this show, you're like, oh my God. Looking back, like even our first show, I'm like, Jesus
Our first show is an embarrassment. People tell me about it. I'm like, please don't listen to that. Like I want to get rid of it. Like I literally want to delete it.
Yeah, same, dude.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And we were just like more messing around. We weren't taking it serious, but like
we had no idea what we were doing. No, we were literally like
just joking and just being idiots. And it's like we learn and people mold us along the way. But like Devin said, like there's times in the moment it just sucks and it hurts so bad. And like you'll be living in the moment, be like, there's no way in my life I'm going to look back at that and be like, yeah, I'll do that again. But for some reason, you get through that and you get through there and you're like, you know what? That sucked. But like what we did, because I mean, I'll be blatantly honest. Like this year with COVID, it hit me hard. And I went from making high 6-figure income, having a great life.
Hey, like, no worries. Yeah, humble brag, huh?
But I mean, no, I was like,
throw it in there, let them know.
I was living a good life, but it took me a lot of time to get there. It took me years to land that job. And there was years of me making $10,000 a year, flying airplanes for $10,000, $12,000 a year for many years, doing everything I could, living out of like my car pretty much at certain points just to become that person.
Matt actually used to live in a van down by the river.
I lived in my Toyota Tacoma by the beach. But, like, dude, I showered.
Living in a Toyota the beach.
There was a point in my life, I remember, like, I would shower. Like, we had this kind of like, my sister and I have had like a rough stay in Southern California. Her and I have been roommates for 9 years. And, it hasn't always been pleasant. And so there's not as far as like Kate and I living together. It's more like the side, like we've gone through some stuff. Like we were living in a house and then it didn't work out. So we had to move out and then we found an apartment and then they decided 6 months after we moved in that they were going to remodel it and kicked us out. And I didn't have enough money for the down payment on a new apartment, and she wasn't making enough, so we were kind of in limbo for like 4.5 months till we found a new spot. So she was like, we were kind of couch surfing at friends' houses, and then I was kind of living out of my truck, and I was using the beach showers like on the beach a couple times. I would go down there in the morning and put my board shorts on.
I love that. That's actually just sick.
And so like this has happened like multiple times in Southern California. My sister and I have been homeless like a couple times, but we have really rad friends and family that have taken care of us. And I remember one time I was flying for a company, like more or less, like I had a good majority of my life in my truck, and like I had a small storage unit. My sister had a friend's house where we were keeping some stuff out, and Jimmy Fitzpatrick out in Temecula was helping me out. So like, but he came up to me and I was parking my car in the hangar, and he was like, "Hey Matt, are you living out of your car?" And I was like, no, like I'm in
there's like a blanket and a pillow.
Oh no, like straight up there was like a blanket and a pillow on my passenger seat, and it was leaned all the way back. And I was like, no, I've been busy flying, and like I haven't really got moved in.
No, I don't know. That's crazy.
But it's like, like
that's super weird.
It's like perseverance, and you get through. So anyways, like that's kind of what we're going with, and like we need to like take those stories and those fun stories and like put them out there, because like not everyone's an overnight success. Not everyone's just like having the greatest time out there. And like this year, like busted me hard. Like flying turned off, didn't get unemployment. Like
turned off.
Yeah, turned off. Like
that was a funny way to put that.
Lost my car, lost my truck, and it's like a country song. Like I'm glad my dog's still alive. Let's not talk about that.
Holy
like,
shit! If your dog dies too, like you might
like,
need to start a country.
Literally, right? Like literally, like. I have to like rely on people some days to get me around, but it is what it is. I have cool friends. It's going to come back. Like it will, it's going to turn around. But anyways, that's kind of who we are. That's what we're about. So that's kind of what you're going to start seeing. And we have guests coming on soon that like you've seen our past couple guests, and you've seen some of their rises and their downtimes and like things where they had to build stuff and figure stuff out. And we're doing the same thing. And Devin kind of leaked it a minute ago. We've been blessed with two opportunities. We have two good friends right now that have opened up space for us to take the podcast and move.
Did I leak that? Did I say that?
Yeah, you said we were moving.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know I said that.
It's kind of funny because like you talked about Amazon, but like if you think about like Disney and Apple.
Dude, everything started in a
garage. And so we're technically in my garage, and
not technically, we are in your garage.
If you zoom out a little, you'll see a water heater over there.
There's a water heater that I sit right next to.
If you listen carefully,
there's a ton of pipes above us that have water running in them.
If you listen carefully,
you'll hear the jankiest blankets hanging from both walls. We ordered this dumb foam that actually helped, surprisingly. There's all sorts of stuff behind this backdrop.
My neighbors also share the top of our garage. It's not capped off, so every now and then you'll hear my neighbors leaving, and it's fun. But
dude, it's been an absolute shit show in here. But it's worked. But, through all that, we've kind of trusted the process. We've gone through it. We were sitting in here sweating our balls off when it was hot because we don't have AC or heater.
And we started this podcast in the beginning of summer, pretty much.
Yeah, we're not the smartest people, but
thank you to our guests have sat in here on some very, very hot nights. Like we
definitely the people in the beginning that went through sitting in this sauna of a garage. Thank you guys. But
we have two new locations that we're going to be working on.
We actually have two new locations, which is absolutely insane, and
they're both locally in Long Beach.
It's going to be so nice to be in a real, studio environment.
Yeah, and like not have to worry about people where they're going to park when they come on the show.
Dude, like there's so many things that it's just going to be so nice. But like I said, like sometimes you just got to trust the process. We've kind of been grinding doing this thing because we also have normal lives. This isn't our full-time job yet, hopefully. But yeah, we live normal lives and have to do normal work and, scheduling around
heat, scheduling around our neighbors.
Well, scheduling around my time, scheduling around your time, scheduling if we have another guest around their time and making both of that work. Like
making sure one of my neighbors or my sister's not going to shower in the middle of a podcast.
There's so much that goes into this dumb show that people don't see.
But it's been fun. But
it's been amazing though. Like, and it's been super fun. And I feel like the name Just Another Failure literally describes us to a T because we're just two failures that continue to keep failing, but
we got to keep the show going.
We're also going through it. We're laughing about it, but it's also it's turning around. Like, it's getting better. People are listening. People are viewing us. People are getting involved with us. And like he said, you can support us now. And if you guys don't give me $1 a month, I swear to God, I'm coming after you.
He really wants top ramen.
Literally, all I want is like one bag of top ramen from this stupid podcast, so I can say that I'm actually a paid fucking podcaster. So give me $1 a month. It's not that much for my broke ass and also Matt's broke ass. Help, guys, help!
Help!
Cry for help.
But no, but on the other side, companies that have actually invited us to come to them and allow us to set up either at their home or at their office, like that's been cool too. So.
Yeah, and if there's any other companies that, want us to come out, we are more than happy.
We're mobile.
To take our podcast on the road, because that's also super fun for us.
Yeah, we actually enjoy it. And it's easy for us to travel, and it's fun. And so
if it's in the budget.
Yeah.
So support us so we can actually have a budget. Thanks. Appreciate it.
But anyways.
Did I say support us?
Yeah, support us, anchorfm.com.
Anchorfm.com, and it's also just a monthly subscription for $1. It's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, people probably spend like $4 a month on some dumb game on their phone.
Dude, you go to Starbucks and pay $4 for a coffee every day. We're asking for $1 a month.
If you want, I'm not pressuring this one. Devin.
Not if you want, do it.
Devin's gonna pressure this one.
I'm pressuring hard. Do it.
He needs it.
I need it.
Do it. Do it.
Hey,
do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Hey, do it.
But anyways. Let's get on with we gotta get the show.
I also
you said though, the show's been tough, and even like during us doing this, like there's weeks that are tough. Like, hey, how are we even gonna get this out? Like, how are we gonna afford this? Like,
this week.
Yeah, like how are we gonna afford this? Like, how are our bills gonna get paid? But like in The Greatest Showman, at the end of the show, it says the show must go on.
The show always has to go on. We gotta give the people what they want.
So we'll figure it out. We're always gonna figure it out.
We had to make it happen tonight, for example. Whoa.
Wow.
Mellow out, guy. Holy.
Didn't realize they were going into roller coaster mode here.
Yeah, but for example, tonight this has been a tough situation to get us going here, but we made it happen because we're not going to skip a week on you guys. We got to keep putting this stuff out because we know you love it.
It's funny because we had some stuff lined up. Plans change. I had some family that needs me and needs my attention for the next couple days back in the Bay Area, so I have to get going. Like Devin and I literally this morning.
Yeah, Matt literally needs to catch a plane here in like a couple minutes. So,
but like this morning, I was like, Dev, like we can't do that guest that we were gonna have on today. We got some stuff coming up. Like we're just gonna have to blow by a week. And we were kind of like just initially like, all right, whatever, we'll blow by this. And then like Devin just texted me back later. He's like, we're not missing a week. Like I don't care what happens, even if it's just us two. We're not missing a week. So no matter what, we're always gonna give you guys content.
Something's coming out.
It might just be us sometimes, but we're really trying to plan on most of our episodes from here on out being guest episodes because we've kind of got some cool networks, but
we obviously
if we can't, we will be on.
We obviously want guests on because it's just all around better than having to hear the two of us just sit here and ramble because we're
while you're rambling, I'm gonna go online and figure out if I could win some money. Like what's a website where I could just win money?
Lottery, I believe it's called.
Lottery? Can I do that online?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to win lottery right now.
But
what do you got going on? I'm gonna Google how to win money, and if I can, maybe I'll win a prize for us. Hey, look, I could win a truck plus $30,000 cash.
Oh, there you go.
Should I enter? How much does it cost?
If it's free.
It costs money.
Oh, well, there you go. No, but what I was about to say is, also with the story that we just gave you with the name, we also try and kind of tie in, current topics that are happening in the world and, that they might not be failure stories per se, but it's just normal stuff that's happening in our lives because that's what this show is also.
There's definitely some great failure stories that are happening in the world right now, but we're just not going to talk about those because we don't want to be censored. So
yeah. Well, I mean, are there failures or is there some kind of like...
There's just some shady stuff going on in the world.
Can we start with Oregon, by the way?
Bro, so election was last week. We're not going to stay political, but let's just talk about some measures that are getting passed in the world right now and some laws that got passed because this was a great idea. What happened in Oregon, Devin?
Dude, Oregon decriminalized the possession of hard drugs.
Is that bad?
I mean, Not if you do hard drugs.
So we can just go up there and smoke meth?
Dude, meth, heroin, coke, whatever you want to do.
This sounds like a good time.
And, I mean, I feel like the crazier part, though, is that...
I saw the craziest look in his eyes.
He had the craziest look in his eyes. Yeah, that's called meth.
Then I'm going to try to win a truck.
No, but...
And $30,000 cash.
So...
We could use it.
If you're caught with these hard drugs...
Ronin Factory, let me win this truck.
Shut up.
Sorry.
God. Who are you?
Sorry, Oregon, meth.
If you're caught with, you know, any of these hard drugs, it's $100 fine, or you get a health assessment at a rehab facility.
I'm sorry, $100 fine for the possession of methamphetamine?
What health assessment do you need? The guy is doing meth.
Hey, so Doc, I just have this...
What do you mean?
Am I grinding my teeth a lot? Like, I don't know,
health assessment? The guy did meth. What do you need to assess? Am I crazy here? Am I tripping?
Doc, I just don't know why all my teeth are falling out.
Yeah, I don't know why I've absolutely...
I have a lot of energy for like a little bit of time. Am I grinding my teeth right now? Do you hear that buzzing noise?
Yeah, is there something? Can you hear me? Because I can hear you right now.
Hey, focus.
But like, am I absolutely tripping, or what do you mean a health assessment? Like, yeah. So we have determined that you are in fact a drug addict.
Nuh-uh.
Oh wait, what? The guy that was doing meth is a drug addict? That is crazy.
Wait, drugs are bad?
Drugs are bad.
Okay.
But like, dude, come on. Like, what? There's no rules in Oregon. Like, you can just go up there and just have a straight up.
It's anarchy.
Good time.
It's literally anarchy.
Good time.
But okay, so I've thought about this for years. So like, you can play devil's advocate on this like a couple different ways, and it's like, all right, like if you legalize stuff, are people going to have a tendency to still do it as much? Where like, you know, the whole thing with like drinking underage and stuff like that, you want to drink because it's illegal and it's kind of fun and it's risky. Like, I don't feel like meth and meth and crack are the same way. Like,
you know, that's quite the same. But
yeah, you know, but it's just
sticking
like
a needle in your arm's a little different than going and buying a bottle of alcohol.
But you literally see the repercussions it has on societies.
Dude, look at weed. What do you mean? It was illegal, and then it's kind of gotten. I don't want to say it's totally legal, but it's been legalized somewhat.
Yeah. But
and
weed,
dude, who do you know that doesn't smoke weed?
Right. I don't.
This fly is about to catch hands.
I mean, I don't smoke dope. I can't. I get drug tested.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there's even people that get drug tested that still smoke weed, though. Like,
no, I got you, and it's
you know what I mean?
It's a tough argument because, like, I don't believe that like meth and heroin and crack need to just be on the street. Like,
oh, I thought you were about to be like, I don't think those are drugs. Like, I don't think those are that bad. I was about to be like, yeah, man.
Dude, I saw. Where was that? It was like someone was telling me a story. Oh, I was at Joe's shop the other day, and someone was in the shop, and they were talking about like this guy that they work with, like how he used to grow heroin. I was like, I don't think you grow. Like, I don't think there's a heroin tree out there. Like, I don't. If there is, like, can you let me know what the heroin tree looks like? But
yeah, can I
thought there was poppies, but I didn't know there was a heroin tree. But he was telling his coworkers how he used to grow heroin. I was like, I think you cook. I don't know. I've never made it, so I've never picked it either.
Yeah, I don't know about. Maybe
if there's a heroin tree, maybe there's a money tree.
Maybe, dude.
But dude, yeah, what like my buddies, I have family members that are cops. I got buddies that are cops. Like, what like hardcore drugs do to people and like the repercussions like society has to pay from people on drugs is absolutely insanity.
Dude, I get to see it every single day driving down a street. I'm not going to name it, but one of the streets right by my house, they call it Heroin Alley because you'll just see zombies cruising around, dude. Just people, first off, there's some people leaning against walls just bent in half looking like a messed up lawn chair.
Yeah.
And then there's just weird people yelling at
dude, it
nothing,
makes people,
and you're just like, bro.
Like, you've heard stories.
That's just going to be Oregon now.
There's so many stories about people out there that have had literally gone schizophrenic from drugs like this, from like heroin and meth. Like they were normal people that became bipolar, schizophrenic, splits personality disorder. I'm sure the guy you saw pooping on the lawn in front of the donut factory the other day was definitely not on heroin.
Probably wasn't sober. Is that what you're telling me?
Gosh, dude. So good job, Oregon. Like,
oh my God. Sorry to cut you off, but this just reminded me.
Can we just legalize everyone could carry a gun if we're going to do that too?
No, that's stupid. Legalize all drugs so people can just be tossed the whole lives. But
legalize guns. I want to make sure everyone can have a concealed carry.
That reminds me that you said that about the guy pooping. Because right in that area, the other day, I was coming home, and the biggest, ugliest monster truck jacked up to the Earth's atmosphere.
By the way, how are those still a thing?
Dude, I don't know.
Why are lifted trucks still, like, relevant? Why are these relevant?
Wait. Just wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
So, ugliest, tallest truck I've ever seen in my entire life.
Please tell me it was, like, powder-coated, something stupid, hideous with, like, 100 shocks underneath.
No, it was just, like, the underneath was just, I don't even know how to describe that. But it was just a normal black truck. And so we pull up to the stop sign at the same time. And I look at this fucking guy's license plate. It says
Little Dick.
It says "Da Boss."
Da Boss.
D-A Boss. Da Boss.
Did he look like the boss?
I mean, in that truck, like, good luck, everybody else.
Good luck,
everybody. Like, that guy's Da Boss. He's the top. He's the pinnacle. You ain't beating him. He's Da Boss.
He's got a point to come across.
And if driving a 73-foot tall truck and having a license plate called The Boss is, I mean, I can't beat that.
Do you think Little Wiener would have helped better?
I definitely think there was a little compensating for something, maybe.
No, probably not. The guy was probably definitely just very secure with his sexuality and didn't need to flex on anyone.
I was
it makes
straight baffled.
It makes me laugh. Like, I'm not going to lie. I had a lifted truck in high school 20 years ago when they were kind of a thing.
I mean, that was like kind of like a scene of having like a big truck and like wearing a flat bill hat with high socks and DVS shoes with the fattest tongues available on them.
The tallest black socks you could get.
That was
some
cool.
Dickie shorts.
That was cool for a minute.
Yeah, like 2000 to 2007.
Happened. The people that happened to stay in that zone...
that are still wearing affliction with their sick tribal tattoo.
I got some questions for you.
Bro, I remember.
I need some questions answered.
NorCal, we had like some big trucks. Like there were some big big lifted trucks in NorCal. We were more like redneck rippers up there. Like we had big tires. We didn't have like the big rims. We had big tires, like 17-inch rims on 42-inch tires, and like went to go mud bog through our buddy's field. We used to come down to Southern California, and it was like tall truck mafia down here. Like literally. The tallest trucks I ever saw in my life were in Southern California. People like, I remember you'd pull up to people's houses and like the person's headlights would be like at their gutter. You'd be like, damn, dude, this is where like Mohawk Warrior lives. What's up, George Ballin? It's my homie.
I see what you did there. But
I don't think George had that. He had a sick Escalade and a Cadillac for a while. George is sick. He actually drove monster trucks.
Yeah, he actually drove a real monster truck.
Yeah, he drove a real one.
And if you actually drive a real monster truck,
did backflips,
you're cool.
You are. Monster trucks are rad.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But
the fact that they could send them 100 feet through a stadium now.
They jump them like across a whole stadium.
Yeah, they get like 35 feet of air.
And then just, dude, I want to like be in one of those because it looks so violent. When they land.
I talked to Matt Byton about it because he was driving them a little bit. I've talked to George about it and stuff. Like they said it's pretty normal. I watched George just like flat top, like smash, and like from our view in the stands, I was like, George died. Like that was bad. And like he comes out of it.
They got a roll cage.
Oh yeah, but dude, they look so violent. Like when they crash hard, you're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you actually have a real monster truck, you're cool. If you have a 2009 Chevy Silverado that you think is a monster truck, get out of my face. I don't like you. You're a nerd.
Yeah. No, I
tell me I'm wrong.
I get it. No, I just got a funny text about something happening outside right now.
Happening outside?
I just remember how I found a bunch of drug tests.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just found out who they were, and it was really funny. So I can't talk about it on the show, but someone just messaged me and told me, they're like, hey, those are mine. I was like, that's funny.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm laughing about it. Found a bunch.
What are you hiding there?
I guess if it was like a bunch of pregnancy tests, it'd be different. But anyways, yeah, like what? I don't know. Every now and then, it's like they're like unicorns now. Like every now and then, you do see a lifted truck.
Dude, I haven't seen one in a while.
What
and
the hell? I think they still exist in Texas. I think Texas still does that stuff.
I was completely
and
shocked.
Florida.
I was completely shocked at just seeing the sight of it, and then to look at the guy's license plate and it says "Da Boss." I was like, "Congratulations, sir! You've won today."
What's funny, like California,
you did it.
California, you think you have lifted trucks, and you go to Florida, and you realize they need elevators to get in their trucks, and they're just like on tractor tires. Like, wow, what's up, dude? Like, you go drive that thing through a swamp, buddy.
Like, just leave your truck alone. It's a truck. Just.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I think we talked about this a while ago. Anytime there's a headline out of Florida, you're just like, yeah, that sounds like Florida.
That sounds like some Florida shit.
But like Florida, like their redneck engineering, the way they build stuff, like they'll lift a truck and then they'll put like a party cage to put 40 people in the bed of the truck standing on top of it going through swamps. And you're like, yeah, that's Florida.
And then they, rig something up so that an alligator can sit passenger.
It's almost as good as Russia with bears.
It's almost as good as Russia with those worms.
Dude, like, how is that a thing right now? Like, 2020 does not need this. We don't need to do this at all.
So what we're talking about is...
If you guys haven't seen this.
If you haven't seen or heard about this, these scientists in Russia, like, uncovered these ancient... Well, they defrosted, basically, these ancient worms... And they just kind of came back to life and, started moving and started eating. They're roughly 50,000 years old.
50,000-year-old worms. But they're living.
They came back to life.
I don't...
It's not like they were dead before.
Yeah, let's release these.
They got frozen and they thawed them out full Austin Powers style. These things are like, yeah, baby.
Did they take like
that was a horrible Austin Powers.
Did they take like a 10-minute piss when they got out?
Right? Like,
evacuation come.
My back teeth were floating. You're a worm. What the fuck? Dude, 50,000-year-old
How
worms.
big are these things, though, by the way?
I think they're like microscopic. They're like super tiny.
Oh, that's even more terrifying.
Yeah. Hold on, what are these things called? Yeah, they defrosted 2 ancient nematodes.
Nematodes. Wait, nematode, isn't a nematode a frog? Aren't those like the pre-frogs? That's like a tadpole, right? A nematode?
I don't know. You got a computer looking up.
Is that what this thing is in front of me?
Yeah, but...
I remember learning about nematodes. What are they?
Like you're saying, not what...
I guess it's just a worm. I thought like a nematode turned into a frog. I guess it's just a word.
Yeah, you sound dumb.
I remember like my teacher saying a nematode. I just, that's a word that just sticks out in your head.
I do kind of remember that as well.
Where's Darren when we need him?
But like you're saying, as if 2020 hasn't been just absolutely tweaked out enough, you got 50,000-year-old worms coming back to life?
It doesn't seem as bad as murder hornets. Or danger noodles.
What? What the fuck? This worm came back to life. It's 50,000. Dude, do you imagine that guy like waking up and he's like, huh. Love what you guys have done with the place. What are these? What's this thing that we're in right now? A building.
The lighting, wow.
Yeah, that is bright.
You guys brought the sun inside.
That is cool. You've channeled the sunlight in those little things up there. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, sweet.
Could you imagine like thinking about clothes? Like, whoa, what are you? Dude, what is on you? Like, by the way, what are you wearing, bro? Like,
dude, everything. That would be such a trip.
Like the guy that froze that thing was wearing, I don't know, like. Did he even have clothes on 50,000 years ago?
Did someone freeze it, or was it just, it's in the middle of Russia, so it's like there's probably just ice everywhere there.
It just froze. Global warming.
It's just, Russia's just one big ice cube, I think, so. That's why they drink so much vodka, because they can just pour it on the ground and just slurp it up.
This actually happened like in the early 2000s. Airline in Russia got in trouble for de-icing their aircraft with vodka. They ran out of de-ice. Like to officially de-ice, they de-iced their airplane with vodka.
Sprayed it with Smirnoff.
They like just whatever Svedka or something. There was like a whole thing that happened like the early 2000s, like 7 or 8.
That plane was fucking hammered.
Or an airplane, they de-iced their wings with vodka.
The plane couldn't even take off because it was just stumbling.
Hey, comrade, what do you got?
I was gonna take off, but they put vodka on my
Dude,
wings.
if you want to look up funny Russian, like again, like Miami, Russia, like they're probably the same blood because the stuff that comes out of these places, dude, like.
Florida and Russia are basically the same thing. One's just hot and one's cold.
Yeah, both the same redneck engineers.
Other than that, they're basically the same people.
The stuff that they design out there, here it is. If you look up Russian de-ice truck, they just have this guy that just shows up to your airplane, and it's more or less a truck with a giant horn on the front of it with a bunch of fuel that will... There it is. Look at that thing.
Dude, what? It looks like it has like a massive dildo hanging off the front of it.
Like, look at the little control panel. They like took a crane. They're like, nope, we need that, and then we need this long, elongated tube to shoot fire out of this thing.
Oh my god!
That's how they de-ice airplanes.
That looks like something out of Chernobyl.
Chernobyl or like Despicable Me. Like, what is that?
That
like,
thing's crazy looking.
Dude,
It
but
literally looks like a massive dildo hanging off the front of this. I can't even describe what that truck is. It's like a half van, half truck, half.
Google
Don't even know it.
keyword Google Russian de-ice truck. And then
Have a look at that engineering, because that is beautiful.
Go to images and just enjoy this for a little bit on how they de-ice. Oh, there it is. Even their airplanes are ugly. I don't know if I could say that about Russia. I'll probably get in trouble.
Right? You got a Russian spy with a laser on your forehead already. What is that cool? What's that cool red dot on your forehead?
Is that, I got
That's
it.
crazy.
Did I get it?
Yeah, they got your name, your social security.
So we're just gonna de-ice worms. I wonder if they de-iced it with one of these trucks. You just saw that guy just sitting in the snow, just like, whoa, what is that?
Is that a worm? Cool. Yeah, but that was probably one of the scarier things I've ever heard. That a 50,000-year-old worm came back to life.
Sounds totally safe. I mean, there's nothing that seems gnarly about that, right?
I mean, if they could do it to people, I'll be impressed. Get with it, Russian scientists.
Caveman de-iced in Russia.
Yeah. Holy shit, they actually did it.
Could you imagine that thing could talk? He'd be like, I don't know what they talked like back then, but could you imagine if like a 50,000-year-old human was like fully...
What was that number? 50,000.
What is in this? I could have sworn this was water.
Right.
Could you imagine there was a 50,000-year-old human that was de-iced, fully intact, skin's good, teeth are good, everything just pops up. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? You're like,
hi, hey, who are you?
Like talks completely normal.
He's just like, hey, how's it going?
Again.
Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions that, they think that we didn't know how to talk back then, but we actually really did.
Here's my driver's license. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're like, hold the fucking, wait, what? Yeah, history's all a lie. Oh my god.
No, we've already done all this. You guys are repeating it. No, I died in the period where we had computers, and then it restarted. Like, wait, hold on.
Oh my god, this is not what we thought was happening.
I need my mom.
Dude, oh my god, we've got off the rails.
Could you imagine that guy just coming back and you talk normal? He's like, what the? You know what? This looks kind of similar. We had something kind of like this on the fall of our last president.
We used to do more of a circle concept, but I like your squares. That's actually a lot easier than what we did.
Yeah, no, it's nice. That heater is nice, by the way. We used to do, sun heat, but that works cool too. Electric, I like that. How do you even know what electricity is? Oh, we had it.
We had it back then too.
He has ear pods in.
Sorry, I can't hear you. They were on the noise cancellation.
Wow. Yeah, we get on tangents every now and then. See what happens? You get us on a topic, and we just kind of roll for a little bit.
Dude, I think we need to bring up one of the sadder topics right now, though.
Britney Spears. Can I have sad topics for 400?
No. Yeah, that topic. Sad topics for 400. R.I.P. to the man.
Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek, dude.
Dude, that literally is sad. One of my childhood memories was going to my grandparents' house, and they used to have a TV on, remember in high school you'd have a did your high school have TVs on wheels with a...
Yeah, they used to roll the thing in, and you were like, movie time.
And it was and they had
put on the shittiest
they had
ever.
tie downs to hold your TV on instead like that thing was going somewhere. Anyways, my grandparents used to have a TV like that at their house that they would take from the living room to the kitchen and stuff. And I just remember, my grandma, every time I went to their house, it was Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune every single night. And,
dude,
my
bangers back to back, and it's been like that for years.
Dude, my grandpa would just sit there on Jeopardy and know every single answer. Every single time. I'm like, dude, who are you?
Oh, dude, that's my favorite.
Pre-internet? That guy knew everything.
When my dad's watching it, and they ask a question, and he just throws out an answer, and he's like, it's wrong, and then they say the answer, and he's like, fuck, I was gonna say that. You're like, shut the fuck up. No, you weren't. You had no idea, you fucking idiot.
That's the best brag on on a game show.
Dude, he just like, he thinks he knows it, and he just, as soon as they say it, he's like, yeah, this answer, and then it's like, that's this for
Can
400.
we have a city? Can we have state capitals for 100, Alex?
California, Nebraska. What?
Sacramento.
Fuck, that's what.
Gotta say that.
I was gonna say that. Shit. Did you just name another state? That wasn't even close. What do you mean you were gonna say that?
Florida, Disneyland.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, dude, it's literally, it's some of them he does get right, I'll give it to him, but like most of the time he's just way off, and he's like, fuck, I was gonna say that. Like, no, you weren't. Shut up.
He had the greatest voice though. Alex Trebek had like such a good 80 years old though, right? Or 80.
Yeah, he died at 80. Yeah.
That's sad.
But dude,
But he had pancreatic cancer, right?
Yeah, he was going through cancer for like a while, like on the show too.
And
he
like
was going
looked
through it.
really well.
Yeah, he was killing it, and for being 80, he looked pretty well as well.
I love one of my favorite SNL
Oh my god, yes.
One of my favorite SNL skits is anytime they do a Jeopardy
Suck
skit.
it, Trebek. I'll take lead tits now for 400. That's Let It Snow. No, it's not. Suck it, Trebek. Yeah, Sean Connery.
Oh my gosh,
and
dude.
Alex Trebek going at it.
This
Yeah.
is some of the best episodes.
But dude, he was
That's a legend.
he ran Jeopardy for like 30 years.
More than
I think it was 30 years he was the host of Jeopardy.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. I was probably 3 years
Like
old
80, I want to say it was like
You have a computer.
Yeah, I want to say it was 84.
Don't you love how that happens every time now? Like we have a phone in our lap. We have a computer on us every single day, and we'll be guessing.
I know.
When we can literally just look up the answer. And we're like, how old is the United States of America?
1984.
Wow.
Yeah.
34 years, 35.
So yeah. So I was kind of right. But
30,
yeah.
35, 36.
84 he
36
started
years.
hosting Jeopardy.
Good job. Good math, Matt. 36 years. 36 years.
Yeah, we count.
Okay.
But
4 minus the 10
dude, that
is
makes you
7, 6. Okay.
that makes you think somebody has to replace this guy.
There's no one can replace Alex, dude. There's
That's
like
what I mean.
There's certain things with like game shows in the past you just can't replace.
That's what I mean though, but somebody's going to take over Jeopardy because Jeopardy's just not going to go away. But somebody has to take over Jeopardy and try and fill this guy's shoes? Like, no way.
Just think The Simpsons
No way.
have only been on
Since 89.
Yeah, 5 years less. But watch the Simpsons episode. They probably predicted this.
Right.
They probably know who the next Alex Trebek is. But yeah, how do you like replace a guy like that
You
voice
can't.
and everything?
Dude, yeah, he just had, and like,
The Whiz
I
Man.
loved.
Maybe you should do it.
Oh
You guys have
my
the same
God.
hair color.
By the way, first off, fuck you.
That's not nice.
I know.
Language.
Sorry about the language, but that needs to be
Man.
said. And then second,
Come on, just show him the dome.
I think I need to bring this up because this is actually, people have asked me this
He's
recently.
actually insecure about it now. That's why he's wearing a beanie tonight.
No, I'm wearing a beanie because it's cold out. I'll take my beanie off and show you my stupid gray hair. But
Oh man.
people have asked me multiple times, like, dude, you have gray hair. Like, why do you get your hair done like that?
He's going for the fox, the silver fox.
Dude, people legitimately ask if I get my hair colored like this. I'm like, it grows out of my head this way?
He's
I
that
don't
much into
know.
fads that he's actually trying to be silver.
Yeah, like I'm trying to be some Instagram girl that fucking has gray hair. I'm like, what do you mean, dude? It grows out of my head. I can't help it. And yeah, I'm going to have full white head of hair by 30. So deal with it. Leave me alone.
So maybe you can be
And
the
for
next
everyone, that doesn't believe me. Yeah. There it is. There it is. I'm not insecure about it.
He's had a stressful life, everyone. Very, very
My hair
stressful.
probably looks wild because it's been in a beanie too. So
His hair is like the funniest hair ever. Like my hair's the flattest, straightest, most annoying bedhead ever. This guy can like literally turn his hair into duckbills, like anything without gel. He
dude,
has like the most.
thickest coarse hair on my head that just.
He doesn't even need gel to style that. He could
I
just.
wish it like was
One of the-
straight because this stuff just goes crazy.
One of these episodes, we just need to do a slideshow of all your hairstyles that you're able to do without gel.
it's that part's embarrassing because like some of the shit that just
Oh, the
my God.
duckbills are always pretty good.
But yeah, sorry, got on a little bit of a tangent there as well. But yeah, I have gray hair, so leave me alone.
Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek has gray hair as well.
And
look how cool he is.
Look at you. There's an opening. Maybe go to a casting call.
No, but what I was about to say was I love.
Could you imagine you doing Jeopardy?
Just people are answering questions. I'm like, well, that is right. Wow, good for you. I have no idea what that question even meant.
Devin's Googling it. He's like, he's texting into his phone as he's reading the answer. He's like, oh,
yeah, I'm like,
no way.
Oh, you're right. That is Zimbabwe. Wow.
Nice. Nice.
Give the guy 800 points. Good for him. No, but I was about to say...
Name the president who murdered lots of people in Zimbabwe.
Every time I say what I was about to say, you
Mugabe.
Just hop in on something and cut me off, huh?
Go ahead.
We're just going to keep that up?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say this guy was the king of, like, low-key telling people they were stupid when they missed a question. Like, he was the man at that.
He was the man at just...
Like low-key just being like...
condescending someone?
Yeah, like, no, you're an idiot. It's actually this. Yeah, okay, moving on.
Ooh, the answer we were looking for.
Yeah, like people are like, oh, who scored the most NHL goals? Tom Brady. He's like, no, that was Wayne Gretzky. We were talking about the NHL, you dumbass. All right, well, let's back to you there, Frank. Go ahead and pick another category.
Dude.
Like, he just low-key just roasted people, but he did it like such a nice way. You're like, nice, Trebek, nice.
Yeah, you like felt good about yourself after getting roasted by him.
Yeah, like, fuck, I am dumb. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, though. I'll go 800 because I didn't know 400, so let's step up there and look like a moron.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, so RIP to the man Trebek. But what were you saying about Britney?
Oh, dude.
It's Britney, bitch.
It's Britney. So if you guys haven't followed anything in pop culture for the last, 2 decades without even trying to follow things in the pop culture, you would know Britney Spears has no control over life.
If you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're a guy and you don't know who Britney Spears is, get out of my face.
Who's he?
Never heard of her.
But so Britney's dad has had literally control of her life since she's been like 18 years old. Like she lost control of her. And she's
in control. Everything.
Like finances, like
what she says, eats,
where she could drive, her curfew, like everything.
You're a 40-year-old woman pretty much, and you have like a curfew. like whoa.
I don't even know how this is actually legal. Like
right?
legitimately, like
kind of
like I don't know what the legality is. Like I don't understand this at all. If you're a lawyer and you guys could tune in.
Oh yeah, for all the lawyers that we know, for sure.
Yeah, but so she just recently, within yesterday or today, tried to fight her dad for her life back.
It was like a couple days ago maybe, but
she lost the court battle with her dad.
Like, why can't you just be like, "Hey, I'm leaving."
Dad, I'm moving out.
Like, isn't that kind of...
It's Britney, bitch.
He's like, you're Britney, bitch. You're not going anywhere. But like, isn't that kind of...
Like, what kind of weird control, like...
That seems like a little something shady going on because, like, obviously Dad's living off of her money.
Yeah.
So he's probably doing everything he can to not...
Could you imagine this is your daughter and you have control over her life and she's doing music videos, but you have say in, like, what she wears in the music video, how she dances. Like, could you imagine some of her music videos and he has to approve some of the videos?
Yeah, like, that's weird. Like, you were on set for I'm a slave for you. Like, she wrote that, and he had to, like, look at that song and be like...
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah, he was like, I'm a slave for you. I love those lyrics, Britney. Yeah, let's put it out. That's awesome. And then she's dancing around in some tiny piece of, like, cloth. And he's like, work it, girl. That's my girl.
That's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Make that money so I don't have to actually work.
That's right. It's Britney.
That's kind of gnarly, dude.
What movie was that where they were talking about lyrics? And, like, he read them in, like, slow. What was that?
I don't know.
He's like, I want to put my penis in your vagina. It was, like, something with James Franco. What was that movie?
Oh, that was the one, the one where he's like, he marries that guy's daughter.
Yeah.
I hate him. What is that movie called?
Why him?
Yeah, why him?
And he's like breaking down the lyrics in like a philosophical way. It's like the most derogatory stuff ever.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like being their parent and be like, yeah, no, I get what he's saying right there.
That just has to be kind of weird to like be involved in. all of that, like you're saying, like Britney's life, that's
Yeah, so R.I.P. Brit. Like, man, that's...
dude. And some of the stuff that she's like, I mean, it's all over social media because the shit that she's doing right now.
Hey, Britt, we would love to actually do a podcast with you. if you randomly hear this by any chance.
We'll actually hit up your dad.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you have a say in it. What up? We'll shoot an email over your dad, see if it'll let us record with you.
Could you imagine her dad books her with us? And she's like, who?
She's like, are you sure? Do the podcast. Okay.
I don't know
Anything you say.
I don't know if I want Brittany's dad just sitting behind the camera, though. Like, just
I
staring
kind
at
of
us.
do, because I think I'm just going to interview him more than Brittany. I'm just going to be like, hey, so how is it just absolutely being a weirdo and running someone's life?
I cut you off again. Were you saying something, though?
I have no idea. I brain farted, honestly.
I just do, like, the stuff that happens in celebrity roles. I hope I never get that famous where my dad just takes my life. It just can't control me.
Or just, if they do, just
You know
be
what?
like, hey, I'm walking away from this.
At this point in my life, I probably could use someone just to take control of my life at,
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, actually, at this point, we might look into hiring Brittany's dad for you. Because she clearly did all right, and you are...
Not doing all right.
Not all right.
It's all right. I'll make it all right.
It's okay. It's okay.
Dude, but, I mean, if the world can't get any more fun with articles, sad, sucks with Alex, crazy with Brittany and her dad, but what about a guy that's been 34 fights, 21-10, 21 knockouts, UFC fighter, Huntington Beach homeboy, is now...
Oh, you talking about the local?
Yeah.
The Huntington Beach bad boy?
Tito Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz is in the government.
I'm actually pretty stoked about. I'm not even mad about this at all. Like, he's city council?
Yeah, I think he's a council member, yeah.
Dude, awesome.
Hey, I love that he had zero creativity with his campaign slogan.
Yep.
Tito Ortiz will fight for you. Oh, Tito!
Nuh-uh.
Fucking nailed it, bud.
Could you imagine if he did he used
No shit, you got the hell beat out of you for years and you're gonna say, I will fight for you. Good job, Tito. Proud of you, pal.
I mean, honestly though, just would you want to run against that? You'd be like, no way, dude, that guy's gonna put me in a rear naked choke. Like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
He's gonna chicken wing me.
He got all pissed off at every debate, and every candidate was shitting their pants when he wanted to do a face-off with them. He's just sitting at the debates.
He shows up to a debate with a mouthpiece in. They're like, what's going on right now? What are you about to do?
They're doing the pre-fight. He thinks he's in a pre-fight interview.
His big-ass blockhead in a suit, and he's just all squared up on somebody. You're like, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, dude, city council member meeting. Oh. My bad. Hold on.
Yeah.
Got this. One second.
This is not a title fight, Tito. Oh. Sorry, I bring my mouthpiece with me everywhere.
You guys, belt guy guy walking in the room holding the belt up.
He's got it over his shoulder. He's like, council member belt. He's like, yeah.
He's got the Bellator girls walking in with the rings.
Yeah. Round one.
Every other city council member was like, you know what? We're good. We're fine.
They're like, we're
good. We're gonna go ahead and check out.
This guy is actually on the council, huh? Okay.
But I actually heard him talk in an interview.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything from him, so I have zero opinion on if it was a good choice or a bad choice.
I think it was good.
I just think it's absolutely hilarious that some guy that was an MMA fighter is getting into politics. Because you literally bash someone's face in for a living. That was your job.
Hey, you know what?
Go in there and beat the hell out of the other guy and vice versa. And now you have political opinions.
Bro, he was on team punishment. Come on.
Dude,
I mean, come on. That's what we need. We need team punishment right now.
They should just make the government an MMA fight. That should be cool.
We talked about that. The next presidential debate should be the whole scandal, if it's a scandal, whatever's going on right now in politics, whatever's happening, this just needs to settle. Joe Rogan, Chili's parking lot, John MacArthur, Trump.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Trump and Biden, title fight. Just title fight. And then we'll have team punishment there. This is just...
I love it. I actually think that we need to get this signed up for pay-per-view. And with that money, we are just gonna become the richest country on planet Earth because $10 trillion are gonna come pouring in from pay-per-view alone.
Hey, just think 200 years ago, like 150 years ago, our presidents used to go into battle with our soldiers. They used to ride into battle with our soldiers.
Yeah.
Why not just let our presidents just battle each other now?
Just get a sword out again, like old school, and just...
What was it? The president of Jordan, I think, a couple years ago, like full on went into battle with Jordan, with the military, like went out to battle.
Who's Jordan? Never heard of her.
Yeah, it's a country.
I'm just kidding.
That would be rad. Like I fully support stuff.
Transformers.
I fully support that. Like our presidents, our leaders should go back into battle with our military.
Oh God, mellow out,
dude. How rad!
That guy can't even take a piss without having 93 people around him.
But how cool would it...
And you think that he's just gonna cruise into a battle?
Hold on. Hear me out. How cool would it be? Like your presidents are in battle with the other presidents, so they're battling each other.
If it was like president on president, I'm with you.
Well, no, like their presidents with their troops, our presidents with our troops, and like our presidents got to find each other in the battlefield, fight it out. Like, come on, let's go old school.
The presidents have to find each other. Where you at, bro? Step up.
Hey, we said no drones. We said no drones.
Okay, all right. Call off the drone strike. I know, it's not fair. That's fine. Whatever. Our drones are better than yours. It's fine.
You can't have working guns. We don't have working guns. Fine, bring the swords.
God, I didn't even know we had swords still. Are we still using those? Is that a thing?
Just ride in on a white horse and a sword. Be like, yes, it's going down.
Dude, okay. I'll give it to you. If it's a president on president fight, I'm with you.
Present day technology filming this battle.
I'm with you.
Your whole country's just on the seat of their pants like, oh my God. Oh.
I know. Dude, God, they nicked his arm. Oh, his arm's off.
Oh, gosh. All right, hold on. He's in it. He's still in the fight, guys. He's still in it.
He's not going down without a fight. He's a strong motherfucker. He's got this.
You imagine just being on the losing country team? Like,
I know. Wow, really?
Man.
Zimbabwe got us, huh? They control America now? Oof. Wow.
Right?
What a come up for them, huh? Good job. Honestly, good job.
It's like Dave Chappelle in the racial draft. We just have the battle.
Yeah, right?
Battle Royale.
Just a battle royale to see who actually wins the world.
Wow, so Nicaragua took America in the Third War. Okay, all right.
It's like the FIFA World Cup. Wow, Brazil, huh? Yeah, I mean, I knew they had a good team. This year. I just really didn't think they were going to take over.
Their president's fast. He's been training. He's quick. That guy's got some moves.
Yeah, good lateral movements. Really nice. Really nice.
That, or we need to bring Gladiator back. I've been saying this since day one. Death row inmates, Gladiator. Old school Gladiator, though. Like, I'm talking lions in the arena. I'm talking swords.
I'm talking lions, tigers, and bears.
You chain each other up to each other, old school Gladiator style, and they got to fight. And you fight for your freedom.
I mean,
could you imagine like going to you come home, you're like, honey, I got tickets to the Gladiator fight tonight.
The fact that like the whole city used to just come watch these people get mauled by a lion.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
How sick would that be?
Like there's like little Timmy's got his bag of popcorn. He's like, I really hope a lion tears that guy's balls off today. Can't wait to see that lion.
Could you imagine like driving home with the family like post Gladiator fight? Like, man, I did not see that happening tonight. Like, wow.
That was violent. There was a lot of blood.
There was a lot of blood. I
was not expecting that.
Where did they get a silverback gorilla?
I'm gonna throw it. I don't remember that being that crazy in the movies.
Did he have to cut his head off like that? I mean, I saw the president do the whole thumbs down. I didn't think it was going to happen. I did not.
Didn't know that's how that worked.
Honestly, though, you guys ready for next week?
Definitely going to buy better tickets next week, though.
We were a little close this week. I got a little flesh on me.
Yeah. I got the blood splatter, and that guy did not seem like he may or may not have had diseases. That's gross, man. But again, hey, there we go, rambling on a tangent.
Bring it back. Let's bring these things back. Let's make let's make the world great again. Okay.
Bringing that back. Let's should we kind of wrap this up actually? Because you need to get out of here.
I do. Let's talk about so we're still doing our deal with Manscaped right now.
Yeah.
And they just sent us the Weed Whacker, and this thing's pretty rad. Devin, why don't you talk about the Weed Whacker a little bit? But man, like, I'm not going to lie, it scares me a little.
It looks scary,
but it works.
But it works well.
Yeah.
It works very well. But Manscaped is, forever changing the grooming game with the new Weed Whacker. Their new nose and ear trimmer. Of course, it has the skin-safe technology, so there's no nicks, snags, or tugs on those sensitive face holes,
Those always hurt.
Yeah. It's the only nose hair trimmer on the market with a lithium-ion battery that lasts up to 90 minutes of use. And if you're trimming your ears and nose for 90 minutes, I need to ask you some questions as well.
Yeah, who trims their nose that long?
But that thing runs for 90 minutes.
And how smooth is your nose after that?
Like a baby's bottom in there. But it's also waterproof. So, if you're trying to get down in the shower, you can do that. But,
I actually like using my stuff in the shower. It's been really nice.
It's pretty sweet.
I really enjoy it.
But you also get a replacement blade every 3 months to keep your weed whacking time clean and enjoyable. So, 79% of partners polled, they said that long nose hair is a major turnoff.
Dude, nose hair is gnarly. It's like guitar strings. You pull out a nose hair, those things are coarse. It's
thick.
I love when I pull it out and you're just like, dang, that thing is that's coarse.
And this thing just cuts right through them. No big deal. But like I said, 90% of people polled that, long nose hair is a major turnoff. So it's time to upgrade your manscaping routine with the new Weed Whacker. Get 20% off and free shipping with code FAIL at manscaped.com. So what are you waiting for? Head over to manscaped.com right now and order the new Weed Whacker. Use code FAIL at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. So, go whack those weeds and
keep your pubes clean.
Thanks Manscaped for, trimming up our pubis hair and
keeping the holes.
Yeah, and keeping, our face holes looking nice.
Gotta love it.
Trimmed up face holes.
I personally love it. And you know what? Again, funny, people talking about the podcast. I was up at home last weekend, one of my sister's friends that we grew up with. We were talking about Manscaped, and her husband was sitting there, and then she she's like, is it fail? And I was like, what? It kind of caught me off guard. She's like, yeah, the promo code's fail. And I was like, yeah, no, it is. And then her husband's like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh yeah, sorry, your Christmas present. So, hey.
So low-key, you're getting Manscaped set up for Christmas.
Yeah, wives, if you want to get something for your husband, girlfriends, you want to get something for your boyfriend, head over to Manscaped. It's great. They're going to smell good. They're going to feel good.
Great gift. Get the whole package.
They got cologne. They got the ball wipes. They got the weed whacker. They got the lawnmower.
Go get it all.
Get it all.
And use code FAIL, and you'll get 20% off your whole order and free shipping. So
you can't beat that. You can't beat that. But overall, the next time you see us, we're going to be, I don't know if actually we're going to be in the new area. We might be visiting someone.
We don't know where
we have no idea. But the next time you see us in a studio, quote unquote, it's going to be a new location. It's going to look a little different. We're going to have a new setup. But we appreciate everyone that's been through it with us here, that's literally watched us and been here in the garage with us.
And seen the behind the scenes of what actually happens here.
But we're very blessed, and it's a very cool opportunity that people have looked at what we're doing, and they're like, hey, we want to help out. And they're offering us space and offering us new opportunities and helping us partnership. Also, both locations where we're shooting, we do have partnerships with some pretty cool products, but we're going to save that till we shoot.
We're keeping it on the hush-hush until it actually happens, but yeah.
You guys are going to see some cool stuff that we're going to be able to hook you guys up with too, and you're going to get some great usage out of it. So,
dude, we have some insanity lined up. If everything goes right, there is going to be some absolutely insane stuff coming. So
yeah. And yeah, I don't want to hype it too much, but they've talked a pretty cool game with trading us with space and what we're going to do for them and what they're going to give us. So we're pumped. It's going to be a good time. Subscribe, follow, share. If you can, hook us up a little bit. Sponsor the episode. $1 a month.
It's $1 a month, people. It's not that hard.
He's going to ask you more than I am. Anyways.
Smash that subscribe button. Swipe up. Like. We're doing all. To subscribe to our channel. And we're going to. Thanks, guys.
Wow. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we hope you guys liked it. Sorry it was a little bit of a quicker one tonight, but we're not going to let you down. We're going to be here every week for you guys.
We gotta pump something out, even though Matt literally has to catch a flight in approximately 2 minutes, and we have to go drive 30 miles to get to the airport. But yeah,
no big deal.
Thank God that you guys get an episode, so no worries.
Hey,
just kidding. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Appreciate we love you guys. Please comment, and we're gonna get back with the Would You Rather soon. We have a new game we're talking about. We'll bring it back next episode.
Yeah. But thank you to all the sponsors. Shout out to Manscaped. Shout out Boost Oxygen, 30 Seconds Out. Everybody. Thank you Cryptech too, because they sent us some stuff. Thank you Bam.
Yeah. Wish for Warriors.
Everybody that
has been hooking us up. Matt with Praetorian. We got a cool bat coming our way, which we're pretty stoked about.
We have to talk about that next episode too. But thank you to everybody who supports us. Thank you to everybody who watches every week. You guys are awesome. And if you want to go support us, go to anchor.com.
Anchor.fm.
Or sorry, .fm. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot.
Anchor.fm.
Anchor.fm. And you can, help support us monthly. And with that money will come awesome stuff. So we would definitely appreciate it.
That we'll give back to you guys too.
Yeah. It'll be awesome. So, but
thank you. Yeah. Thank a veteran if you know him. And we'll see you guys next week.
We will see you guys next week.
All right. Poop.